I have all my life searched for God, okay? Because my family life was very dysfunctional and very empty. And I had like this atheist dad who who wasn't believing at all, didn't go to church, nobody went to church. My mom, she is a kind of a believer. She prays at night, but she, she's not a person who reads the Bible. So I did not grow up with the Word. And then I had a pretty wild childhood, I was a very wild teenager, very, very, very empty. I mean, I felt totally empty, and I was looking in the all over the place where I can find that fulfillment, that happiness, the warmth that was missing inside of me. So, and it wouldn't work with boyfriends, and it wouldn't work with, I don't know, candy or books or whatever. So I started to get involved in spiritual things. I became interested in all kinds of self-help books, and I tried to, get into, witchcraft. I tried astrology. I tried, you name it, all the spiritual things you found in those bookstores, like all the Californian. We called them Californian books because they were all from California. Those self-help gurus, and you read them, and they tell you, okay, just as long as you are positive and you stay positive, you are okay. Everything is allowed. So I fell for that, and I lived that. I didn't have any direction in my life. And I got more and more confused. And then one day I worked at Estee Lauder at a cosmetic counter, and Nancy Barker showed up at my counter. And she started talking, and she was so cheery, and she had this light coming out of her. And I go, oh, I want to be like that. Showing me how wonderful the light is in her, and I wanted to be part of this. Then I came to church, and then that was the first time when it kind of brushed me. And then I had how it is, you have some enlightenment and you think this is cool, but then I don't know if that's the enemy or what, but I was kind of getting sick again and stopped going to church. Until February this year, I went to Germany, and I was to help my parents with cleaning out their houses and stuff. And it was so dark. I mean, spiritually, very dark enough. It was the time of Mardi Gras in Germany, where everybody is partying for weeks. They're partying every day, and I could have so much fun. I could have had so much fun out there partying with my friends and stuff. But all I wanted to do was reading the Bible. I didn't recognize myself. And so I started asking, do you have a Bible? Do you have a Bible? Nobody had a Bible for me. Nobody. None of my friends, not my parents, not my in-laws, nobody. So I went to a Christian bookstore, and it felt like an oasis. I came home, and I signed up immediately for a Bible study, and it was a Beth Moore study. And she talked in that Bible study about a prayer. It's like you pray, God invade every corner of me, even places that I don't even know I have, or something like that. I wrote it down, and then I went to Pittsburgh, where my son lives, and he got saved this year too. It's a total miracle. So we went to his church, simple little church. They don't have a lot of money, but just this big love for Jesus, and they were cheering and waving the flags, and I felt this warmth, and I got the chills all over, and I felt the presence. So I went home, and then that was my second step, meeting with him, his presence. And then I went to Elder Bierman, to the break room, and I don't know why I did it, but I sat down. I was quiet, and I sat down and felt my hand, and I said, Lord, please invade me. Please, I want to serve you. Come into me, invade every corner of me, please. And at that moment, you know, like a breeze went through my whole body and like rushed through me and lifted me up, kind of like a little bit. It felt like a lift. And from that point on, I was in. I knew I could believe it. I could believe everything. You know, reading the Bible, reading the Word, listening to it, that was the moment when I knew, okay, this must be the born again feeling. And I never thought that I will ever be able to have that. I tried meditation and Buddhism, blah, blah, blah. It didn't give me the warmth. Nothing filled me really up. I was so wanting this feeling of connectedness, being connected with Him. And now it's like I read the Word and it goes like whoosh through me. Or when I listen to sermons or worshiping, listening to songs, and it's amazing. And the biggest miracle is that my whole family, my husband, my son, and I, we're believers now. And when we get together and we talk about God, it is that what I craved when I was a child. This connectedness in a family, and knowing that we are part of a bigger family. We're home, and it's a miracle. Because I have seen the darkness. I have seen a life without God and experienced, like many of us. But now I'm with Him, and nothing can